okayfm 101.7.
Ora Ransford Van-Amoah, a former director of communications, Emma and strategy, Ewo Komenda Sugar Factory. Eja Ransford, me mo channel pay.
Major Locani.
Now, won't promote the same.
When you uncle on up,
You Komenda Sugar Factory. Who about some exercise? Any baby at Yababe Dre, any Comodia Akosui, Mintio.
Kwame, more Ozikan, Momenda was or Aquarium Namincha would say Funara. Komenda Sugar Factory in there, or 2014, and or groundbreaking, or a new Komenda Sugar Factory. Omanpenyin John Dramani Mahama, Obekati Sordma, was started the construction of the sugar factory. And in May 2016, were commissioning of the factory, there will be the kind of test run. Therefore, if we know Ashe. Now, no, then Chayeko, or commercial production. As for test run, it was successful. Libya Dana Queen Pepe, and Chodenka. Commercial production by the end of 2016 or the early 2017 or there production Ecuador Emma Esicha say they produce in that time no Yezoba Iguado Aboton Emma Obiara Enyabi also Ash another way Nyabi wa patronize na Dema and Shishano no wing to Muhammadunti. I will tell you today. The Komenda Sugar Factory. Sugar you produce was test run sugar. Or your ACTR you produce was a test runner. Oh no. There's a ministry, some ministries, government agencies, some media houses are Wabeji and other personalities are Wabea Wonya them test run sugar maybe. And you showcase him will be on there. In ACTR say start commercial production Obabado.
But what he say me before no I can say sa di amuri baye nya mo koto ni firi ba bi na mo she dadu be show ye.
Kwame, the man for me started the refuse on Yendew. On the 10th of August 2017, and former Deputy Minister of Trade and Industry, Robert Ahomka Okotuna Public Account Committee Kade Yokoto ACTA and Yazabay. I challenge Ahomka on this issue. May the petition now for Parliament today want to number back to the committee. Now busy and no documents and the evidence are or Chede Yokoto Sugar King your friend Yokoto ACTA babies a no. Because to the best of my knowledge and me, you know, Kwame, I wasn't only the director of communications, so I was a member and a secretary to the project management board. In fact, now up to me in Katasam na Bibiara, and I was part of the decision makers of that project. You know, when I'm speaking, I have all my facts intact. All documents are intact. So different documents are approved there. They should show those documents to the world because I have presented all the documentary facts, pictorial evidence, audiovisual evidence, but they've not been able to prove with anything apart from propaganda, or a negative propaganda against the factory because they think they on one priority project and they have to give a dog a bad name to the hand. You come them are some of the onion obi obeka show there the movie and that me say there Yabuabian someone I will wait for you do. As someone all can you there you produce a demo molasses na you produce ekaya
yeah me kai papa
say no hoy sabi Ghana enwa I don't blame him because sabi onye sugar estate onye jumo sugar factory da onye mu kwana what for do you situate on no obotum we jan wa kade we ye molasses wa bra wa ye situate once molasses can be obtained only after sugar is produced. Into many molasses, wabra any sugar. Molasses no are a byproduct of a sugar. Unti oyo bi asabi bi a onyi mzino na obeka da mto no betum za chen. Ata. Unti yam fan chen. Say, I see. Yeah. During the test run, yenya byproduct of the baggers. Baggers no ono na yedi produce energy. Oye 3 megawatts of energy. Into no oye factory no na only use electricity company one power no there is juma. Na hankasa generating the power oye 3 megawatts. By using the baggers ono say the byproduct.
Oh, and what to be generating and one power.
Let's say 3 megawatts. Now 3 megawatts no.
Wow.
Factory ni use only 2 megawatts. Now one no and she say inyampo ye in there. And say because of aya insu Prez Akufo moye a Ghana water. Into ye Ghana water cross so ye she say there. Now it's a demo 1 megawatt no. Yes, we give them one. Enwa no will tomb so that area or ye Komenda up to Cape Coast because such a man as the water if you know when electricity they will have a constant flow of water because in that what do can you or affect the Ghana water so these are all in Shishaya na oh and some of them molasses na ya boabia somewhere can want some na was the produce appetition was the produce ethanol only the methylated spirits and other alcoholic ono and what the so when Kwame Nkrumah see old Komenda sugar factory no 1964 no see old Komenda sugar factory the old Komenda sugar factory now Gihok distilleries what you want one material what you one juma and one way ensa and sabon na azin way no Komenda sugar factory na no ma Gihok for them was it one juma or molasses no into molasses no masu sumukromo oye eja awoye appetition as also will depend on molasses over the obabwa in the mbocho kacha ya obabia somewhere there molasses can only be obtained after producing sugar into best friend
now hey Uncle Ramsey question back one a linger on and it say factory no e bra na musie no na raw materials to say sa ahwere no mu benya free hin
okay coming yes factory no raw materials let me give you a history kaka when Dr. Kwame Nkrumah old Komenda sugar factory no factory no and sana original raw material the reason was if there raw materials area when you factory biara so raw material near ready it be juma into no it builds the factory no na with their assure no as about one thing I'm economics but the basic economics one of the principles in there is when you are setting up a factory it's not always there if there in the binary and sana kosi factory. As I said, that's why you have backward integration and only forward integration. So Komenda, our approach was of backward integration. As I said, now my employer in 2004 under President Akufo Addo, they promised the people of Komenda they will basically Komenda sugar factory. That time, the leading that campaign was Dr. Papa Kwesi Indum, and not only CPP's parliamentary candidate in 2004. And that particular year, the general election 2004, that was the only election MPP did not present a candidate, but they threw their weight behind Papa Kwesi Indum. So Papa Kwesi Indum enjoyed the support of the NPP and CPP on normal to winning parliament for the first time in 2004. And the people of Komenda, Papa Kwesi Indum led them, will be assure in Kofu Kajiji Busa, Okaji Busa, would be assure wa bra, Yen factory biara wa Komenda. So between 2004 and 2014, no sugar factory was built, but people grew sugar cane. Kwame Atema mentioned the people in that area, no, they've lost interest in the government because a cow person someone who onya baby for one sugar cane unless the people from
Uncle Van-Amoah say sugar cane there any and talk rather than one beton ma the other than Crawford.
Minia, them man sugar cane on Yama, Okon Dashra, Ekotori on you.
And can pony a boo, a couple boo room.
I'm not making that. This particular case, no, on Yama, Sa Amin on your Yakon Dashra, Yakotoni, no, you only be. This particular one, often B41227, not B36464. Mpocho, I'm a mania agronomist, mania agriculture. Into American experts on a now what I should know, only is in bit to the finance buyer or back at the way a puna that break on America on them naughty. On an eye numbers dinner or and them I should know on Yama Okonda into my market. Inti say eta wona obotum wozezi juma the sellers oye ho awon nia appetition no wona obotum wozezi juma inti say ikodia ahwe na sana basic factory na then oye waste of money, waste of resources. Inti no the plan nyen there your short term, medium term and long term plans. In the short term no a factory in area, it be talking, it be depend on the outgrowers. No one supply the available raw material now one, and the available raw material within the catchment area. No so kwame, we within a day, we between 500 to 700 tons a day. And a factory no so oko food production, the capacity or 1,250 tons. Hello. Hello.
Na se wutie ye man pe na Adam Akufo Addo o se die man penin dada mahama ye no et se wu sit dan na wa started dan from the roof instead say obobo foundation because as a senka wo hwe availability of a year raw materials. Now raw materials no kra wo kan mo ka asa mo be ya enye within the enclave and be wo betimi anya bi wa sutware any other areas akom be nyina betimi transport abaho it is a mo ka se na no na a problem so on tiase
kwame o man penina so and some of the can we on taxi o man penina so in some say as far as Komenda sugar factory issues are concerned, when you start the factory, if you have 100% raw materials, a starter, you don't go into the full production. You don't need 100% raw material. You start with the minimum requirement, which is 150 tons a day. And with the 150 tons a day now, the outgrowers within the catchment area can give you between 500 to 700 tons. That is why, Kwame, yes, I see an arrangement of taking $24.5 million only for sugarcane development factory nankasa bodia na shell na obviously can be ezama ekurafa wo hona wodi ahwe na wo asase akesi bebre ma momu wodi akakre bi no wotum was atre hona him dem masikano it got a parliamentary approval in November 2016 na this 2017 February yes Saturday is dem masikani bezi juma and dem man saying Yenye Sestec India Private Limited contractors na wo see factory no. Yenye wa yenye say there. One year pre-financing of development of nursery plantation. Nursery no, 125 acre nursery. Now ya transplant them 125 no. Yes, I got 2,000 acres do. On the bay factory na nkasa ne raw materials. Apart from the outgoers, and Kofi where agreement was started the Wodia Asher 125 acres. Thinking there by February 2017, we be transplant alko 2,000 acres do. When the new government assumed office, Akufo Addo Abba power, Alanchemati as a minister, Weja Asheno and Ankoda was transplant to 2,000 acres no do. Emma Onyini, Nancy Woma Onino, or do certain stage and I transplant. Wejema Onyini into July 2018. Alanchemati sold 125 acre sugarcane plantation. Our year 125 net plantation no Oma Watanema Apetition distillers.
I'm about to 120 acre plantation.
25.
125 acre plantation.
Yes.
And now, Honorable Alanchemati, my Toma, why?
Honorable Alanchemati, 125 plantation now. Oma Onyini no. Watanema Apetition distillers are. Wo that enclave. Emma a being posted bono a half. Woboto them sugar canes as the cray.
Because someone can say, because Commander Sugar Factory, a year is not in operation. It is a wa and a sugar cane, the ordinary sugar cane. It is a what's I say, as one more Toma woman.
And I make a show there. This is the government, so I'll catch all the India Asher. As I say.
Ah, okay.
If the Abadona so be a next to or the Boko 2000 da Aban Oyenfiado and a Membuno Oyenfiado in Tibeno Nanka February 2017 I want to abanim into there shall transplant to 2000 and yet Nemono a better talk come up petition for
Timami Musadi Bio. Kwame Nkrumah time now will be a Commander Sugar Factory no. Factory no the kind factory no. And some all raw materials because I be here say as a 1 year project management ubetwe be bia ubenya raw materials aba ene kra no ubetwe say ade no eye continuous se menya ebra en short and some why na we no enye won say all over the world sana ya na ye plan ade no we enye won say ye factory wie and some ye adwene kwan befa so enya raw materials
Kwame Nkrumah Naza making a Masha make a sash as a making.
Yes.
There was the machines in Abbey and Sana, even Nana Komenda Hina no at the time. Only Kwame Nkrumah as I say and time down for
that same machines in the other baba. Ube making sure say and Sana with the machine no ebe si one start operation.
What I'm saying is there, Kwame Nkrumah inaugurated this factory more than 7 months before was started the growing of sugarcane. And say, in the factory no on your Ghana for the year. In the consultants and your Ghana for your project was $35 million our India exam. India for the whole world. What can a man away you sit there and one what to they be in Brazil if you are Indian or Kwame?
Because the enemy dream about can say, we say. Availability of raw materials.
But you there. We use the backward integration principle.
Okay.
As I say, on your debut next to the media assured and sana. Nebit on the cocoa processing factory, one cocoa and fan. Are they not depending on our growers?
Yes.
Chocolate factory. Do they have your final raw material on one person with ya? Instead of member bases there, Eco India, they have more than 500 sugar factories in India. It is an Indian expert. When you use the Juma, one more find consultant or the Federation of National Sugar Factories. And one way consultant to this Commander Sugar Factory. India for one Federation of Sugar Factories. One way consultant. And the money was also coming from the Indian government. And a contractor for Obesi factory where Indian contracted Septec India Private Limited. Into the expertise na do okomuno onye de sebi yakofa o money bia wonyo sugar da and no be advice say what to do. Important ma mecha na sa. It's a principle I want to work there is there and sana ayeno. It doesn't apply everywhere. Call an economist and ask that if we don't have the backward integration and forward integration in setting up a factory.
Okay.
Into the nutshell, Kwame, yesterday Alanchemati sugar cane 125 acre na oche tone no abrofo no oye India abrofo no wanyo arbitration a wo demand won sika
sir
yes
abes can wo demand wo
the issue is some cash or there onam then yare trende $24.5 million baba na yezaye a factory's own kings na yezi bia support to outgrowers no yenye wo yen hihye there wanya pre-financing na won dia 125 acre nursery plantation na ya transplant ako 2,000 acres odo it was one was sika was the year
and India for na bre yes come here the year sa no
me say there contractors no enwa why contract no we see factory no
yes
one wo jumezan yi de ho we see factory no nkotin atasa
me tawase
na over there the second trench yes 124.5 million no only na eze be raw materials no enwe juma na onam de dema sika ne be February 2017 into no over there yes start nursery enwa ye ka de nursery a ediaz na odu baby na etutu na eza kodia ewo asase keso do
yeah me them are forest before why
exactly inti them nursery plantation no Ghana ban one contractors no one person they won't find yet name mo catch on there one for us can yet na say 24.5 million ba ya to one iska za ma one but that's my mention answer only there abani for free bay oja madam nursery now then ko transplant one yema onyi ni brodo na onyi ni no as a minister what tonama apetition the sellers and what demand was ka
me ba so ba me musa question you ade na ankasa no factory no say problems e wo ho ni say ena bia na problem bi wo ho esan say sa 125 acre no entimi enko filling producers chiri problem e wo no ho ni say bra mu fra banso na de problem na aka e wo commercial sugar factory no
Yerifi abanimu no na factory no was a complete factory obotum we produce esichwe. It was a complete, everything was completed. Now Kwame, I am not the communicators and even minister na Lankasa Lancha Martin now for can be also there some components of the factory what now were installed Kwame but ask the master neda
mati
na oye me wanwa na me bisa there honorable Alanche Martin odo oman Ghana na ondo oman Ghana because say abba na o predecessor 100 over a factory am once why complete na ehun there nzama bi wo no amoto there bia mefa de bia moto yi onhye another a party ni wo ma. Why don't you consult your predecessor? And me wa kwame bibi them are $35 million na yeji we India exam no. One fasika no amboto Ghana ban ne coffers mu. The money was sitting in the Exim Bank of India. And a consultant India for no is saying there. One for one sika from Ghana. Na yen fasika ne ma other nationals emo mbesi factory ne ma him. Inti or there were a competitive bidding. Other India contractors in obey a bid. Now you select one of the contractors no be a project in my hand. Into the competitive bidding, no, the first bidding was done in India. And Sana was selected in my hand locally. And yes, also bidding. Another friend you selected or yes, Tech India Private Limited. Inti say asama alancha materiking so ya nokwara there are several components of my years munia in chazo the way any day right back to the Indian government naka chonde unkofuna emma wo beye obesi factory ni maheno you there factory no one complete. There are some components which were not installed. Inti aban shawun kofuno emma won beye damage man onye dema loan na ezma heno You didn't hear until there. What be a Jumano dema contract on it. The man said me, oh yeah, some of years on there. Alan Martin as a minister. Over to wait to them and Amona than to waste our time and years. No because and one year you or the factory. Meanwhile, company now will say why you saw certain components, you know. Was original arbitration award demanded there. Emma was once a sugarcane plantation. Emma our HR petition for turning towards Winsika. So why can't you also use Dema and Zamana Wallace 1 year as a bargaining chip today? One brand one bay and sign a cow also the one of 8 Yamahan. Coming.
Better me too. Me too, Baba.
The analogy I'm making here.
Yeah, me too. I say.
Our Obia and what basic factory amount, Etianica, Nickel in Etia. Now, on also, I was the Nickel. And you find out today, Nipana, on only down Kawano, a Jumano Baye Mon, 1 year, and you don't have that there, a Becatch number completer. If Sonia, a question easy. Not a reckon some no college Ghana mana. In Kanamono the minister Otunian because in Ghana on India. Very long time since the days of Kwame Nkrumah and your bilateral relationship. And India has helped Ghana so much on industries Nazi. I don't think say you make this serious argument Obibeka de why they're there it could demand it them because Botswana was my 5 years moratorium. So October.
But me pato me bo. Eba ni say na me te say. Yes, sa Komenda sugar factory ni kura no. Aye dead horse whatever warranty. Ye ton ye investor, strategic investor amna ba be wuram. Ye ni aye ntimi ye.
Asama any the make way free be done America you. Because yes again you see we finding yen electricity what am PDS. Eba se no see PDS aba se no see. Wamba anya echi we ka no wabe buyen bia. Why did back to ECG and ECG is operating. Ghana Gas GM what you measure was in a private entity na why ma banana that banana no Ghana Gas is it not fully run by Ghanaians? It's as in them all run by Ghanaians. Now, the sugar factory, we don't have interest. The fact of the matter, this government does not have any interest to let this factory run. When you a Kebia woman factory now, you so because why you blame games Nazam another 4 years as also because of what they are fishy deals with sugar importers, some sugar importers. When you have fishy deals. So when you want agent, government factory now you Kwame. No question on my catch no.
Baby, I will cast a fishy deals with some importers, you know. Which you saying?
Kwame. Per annum, a Fibiano, Esitra Yakraba or Manimu, or 400,000 tons of sugar, and Yakrafi of Amanaze Yazaba or Manimu. Now, for industrial and domestic use. Now, that might be in Narano or individuals. Now, we import to them sugar, not the money. The big players in that business are Lebanese people, Indians, and some few Ghanaians. No way, Lebanese and Indians are leading that. Now, so Komenda Sugar Factory, Obada. Obama them import no wakofo because they spent over $400 million and it was the car is chaseable money. In say factory bado no Obama them import na kofoma so the obesity business so obokofo. So these some of them, not all of them, some of them. They are in touch with this government. They've given some government appointees money that they will ensure that this factory will never run. It's the MPP government. I'm telling you, this is not the first time Akufo Addo on my promise. 2018, 15th of September 2018, I'm a strategic investor. I issued a statement. I'm a mechanic one day as a Obekeno, Onyado Besi, Oyakoshima. Ampa Yetuma 2019, and a commander force will obey demonstration because abundance don't interest then or investors was said there on the 10th of December 2019 walk of demonstration. What starts a warrior preparation towards the demonstration after 26th of November 2019. No, yeah, Benada. And I walk far. Papa, there was a friend of Mr. Lalit Mishra. The company was friend of Park Agrotech Ghana Limited, or your Indian company, obeys to Ghana.
Okay,
where you Nkukwe back for Achima Piga. The only one that will be a Komenda Sugar Factory. Not only invest, I will select one. After that, my introduction, I will be your honor. I issued another statement, or you hoax, or you that, or better that Komenda for Ghana for one mark on the word as Norembado. Then, the 3rd of June 2020, Minister Alan Chamatin went to Parliament. Oko Parliament will be sent there. Will be introducing investors 2016, action and an amount for our Komenda. Up to now, up to that time, no, investor no one win. One bay, factory the Osiwama, Bibian Kodo. Alan Chamatin, oh, why a Bibia Nemono COVID-19 obey? On to investors in the partners of India. As soon as President Akufo Addo obey them a shena on moving to Kwanamanaze and Obabano. So if you want the investors will come and work.
Okay.
Munia. Okay. On the 3rd of June, 1st September 2020, and President Akufo Addo Nyamena Daroma, oyi them a sheni investors number 22nd of July 2021. Alan Chamatin, it was a Friday. Alan Chamatin went to Parliament. Okwaya, Samarata Mills to be son of 17. Up today, by the end of August, we'll be finalized the agreement with the concessionaire, Oya Park Agrotech Ghana Limited.
Okay,
and only that he President Abeka said that the man is saying, Amado.
Honorable Uncle Ransford.
Munia,
me pam to say ye de nkomo osi ab ko me akwa ye dwuma bi aba sama me busa ne say the way forward ofem any say
the way forward na nyi there aban no befa project no as me priority project na nyi na wonjay blame in na wo play e wo hono because sabi sika wo si factory no onye jo mahamal ni sika wan fa na busia sika eno ebusiazin of the KJ or ye Ghana back and I was in the KJ can senka factory na ye juma nka 5 years me just then and can for so aba ho nka ye best start ye tia ye loans no from this month for the period of 15 years nti my ever saying there Ghana fu ye juma Komenda money ye juma and ye produce efficie locally sa obobo hen obobo so my ye see the no sa na was no from at least we na into your best say they should depoliticize this Komenda Sugar Factory issues. Now abandon the political will. So they said, or now we need to a member of don't ban maybe in me because my member be a mechanic there said say factory no really demanded now about to sell MPP Fumina over 7,000 employment was no MPP Fumpa. And me Kobena manual bedje ask on there factory besiwo na bibiara nkodo because said the hansi we busia fa we MPP fa once we be adwuma ho aye am give the oboboa o man Ghana into President Akufo Addo he must walk the talk irrespective of sabi when you deals or when you invest importers wono won cha dem deal no mu na won hwe na factory ni adwuma man me give the onoboboa e ma o man Ghana so we tumpon
Mother was an pay
not me brother.
Yo, Ora Ransford Van-Amoah, a former director of communications and strategy, Komenda Sugar Factory, na yene kitchen komono.
Okay, FM. Okay. 101.7.